So if you've ever been at the store and you're buying some fruit and you're wondering, I see the price on the sign, but how much am I actually paying for that fruit? You don't eat the core or the peel or the pit. You only eat the good part, the edible part. So we're going to take a look at some prices of some common fruit. We're going to take the total amount of fruit, subtract off the waste after we eat it, and figure out the edible amount to give us a percent of how much of that fruit is actually the fruit that we eat. See how much we're really paying for that fruit. Let's start with the banana. So after eating that banana, based on the total waste, that was about a 67.8%. So when you're eating a banana, you're paying for about 30-some% of waste. You're getting about 67% of that fruit. Let's do that calculation. So doing the calculations, it's about 0.87 or 87 cents per pound. How much you're really paying for a banana if it's about 59 cents a pound. Not bad. All right, let's try the apple next. Apple's 99 cents a pound. It's about 5.22 ounces. All right, definitely took longer to eat an apple than a banana, but we only have 0.85 ounces of waste, which, remember that banana was only 67.8% edible, apple 83.7. Even though you're paying more for an apple, you're actually getting a bigger percent of edible fruit. Kind of surprising. So let's do the math and see what that actual price per pound cost would be. Price ends up coming out to about $1.18 per pound, compared to that banana being 87 cents per pound. So apple didn't rise as much as the banana, again, because more of that apple is actually edible. Let's try the mandarin. $1.29 a pound. Of course, they come in that big package. Let's start with the full mass, 2.75 total ounces. I can just peel it. It's starting to get kind of full. I'm gonna have to eat the peach though. Just the peel, 0.67. All right, running the calculations there, we've got about $1.70 per pound for the mandarin. Ended up being about 75% edible fruit, which is kind of right in between apple and banana. Pretty good deal. It's all about getting good fruit into your body. Let's start with the peach, $1.39 a pound. Let's see. As you can imagine, that peach had the least amount of waste. Just have that tiny little pit inside. A surprising 90% of that peach was actually edible fruit. Very little waste. We're not quite at grapes level, but we're getting pretty close with peaches. So that peach actually ends up calculating out to about $1.54 per pound for the actual edible foods. So it actually comes in as a better deal than the mandarin, even though peaches were more expensive, of course, because they had less waste. So what did we figure out? Every fruit is a little bit different based on how much peel or how much core or how much pit that they have, but all fruit is still a great deal, great for your body, super healthy, and a lot of fun math to do along with it.